What is up, guys? Neogenix here, and welcome back. We're looking at a game today called Stellar Tactics Prologue. This is the actual the prologue to this game. It is currently in pre-alpha. Now, what is Stellar Tactics? Well, I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's kind of it's a tactical top-down, but you can kind of move the camera around. It's an adventure RPG, sci-fi, space slash sandbox slash. Got all these different little cool things. It's a really fun game. I found it on Steam. One of my buddies found it on Steam and told me about it, and really wanted me to check it out. So we went and got the game for me. You can pick it up on Steam for right now for just $20. The developer is really keeping track of everything that's going on with it. He's on the discussions. He's on the forums. He really listens to the community so far, from what I've actually read and looked at. He's really paying attention. He's really active. So let's hope that everything works out with this game, because I'll tell you what, this is a really fun game. I've got roughly about 2 hours playtime in it right now, as you can see, and I barely have scratched the surface of this game. I haven't even gotten off the first ship yet to actually be able to start exploring the whole space area. Currently, I have the global volume all the way down, so that, because right now in the menu there's a bunch of music and stuff, and I don't want that being copyrighted from awesome YouTube. Yeah. Also, I turned down dynamic shadows simply because this game right now is not completely optimized. It has a little bit of lag here and there, so in order to help that out, I kind of turned down shadows to make it go a little bit quicker. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started on this. To start a new game, what's going to happen is the screen's going to pop up. It's going to tell you to type in a 8-digit seed, any seed that you like, any 8-digit numbers. And then once you do that, it's going to generate your game, and then it will save it, and then you can go ahead and make your characters. So this takes about 45 seconds or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and generate all zeros like this, and then I'm going to create the universe. But first, before I do that, I'm going to pause the video, simply because it takes a little bit of time and talking and stuff, and I don't want everything to freeze on me, and then I'm talking for no reason. So let me go ahead and pause this really fast, and once we're on the character creation, we will be right back. Alright, so here we're in the character creation screen. As you can see, different faces and stuff, but there's 4 different characters you can choose from. This is going to be your party of 4 that you're going to make. And you can choose their gender, their faces, hair, color, complexion, their voices, which I'm not going to be able to hear because I have it turned down really right now, so I'm not going to be able to hear what they're saying. And then you have their strength, agility, dexterity, and each one of these will do something different. So I'm just going to really quickly mouse over it, and you guys can pause the video, and you are welcome to read all this. There's going to be quite a lot of reading in this game, so I'm going to have to sharpen up my reading skills, I guess. So there's all this. And like I said, you're going to have 4 characters you're going to make. And then apparently you can get psychic powers with a high enough intelligence. I don't really know. That sounds really interesting, to have some hidden psychic abilities. And then of course you got your rifles, your shotguns, pistols, SMGs, one-handed, two-handed, pugilism, which is basically, it's almost like you're just using your fists. You got explosives and big guns, missile launchers, etc., etc. You can craft, hack, get first aid, repair, and you have, this is for when you get into a spaceship and stuff. I haven't played any of the spaceship stuff yet, so I don't know anything about any of this right here. So there is that. But yeah, you can just go random, and it'll just randomize everything for you, and then you type in your character name up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the video real quick. I'm going to make all 4 characters. Once I have all 4 characters made, I will come back, and then we will get started. I will go through why I have them set up the way they are, and then we'll jump right into the game and get started with this. So just give me 1 second. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. So this is what we went with. We went with Neogenix, obviously me. We give him 2-handed melee and first aid, because he's going to be up in the thick of it, hopefully. And then I raise his endurance to 7. I didn't do his perception, because perception is mostly for ranged items, like shotguns and pistols and stuff like that. So I didn't give him any perception. Instead, I went with some extra strength, agility, dexterity, charisma, and intelligence. And then, let's see, we have Jazz, which is, I have 2 males and 2 females. This way, make it nice and easy. Jazz, she is going to be our one-handed melee specialist. So basically, she's pretty much the same thing I am, except I didn't give her any charisma. And then with this guy, we named him Bob, and we went with rifles. And so he's got rifles and crafting. And then our last female, she's going to have shotties and a hacker. So there we go. There's our skills for our characters and our new party. So let's go ahead and get started on the game. Let's see what happens. Drink the rest of this beer and probably pop another one. So basically the prologue here that we're going to be doing is basically the tutorial. It's pretty long from what I've been able to figure out. Like I said, I've done over 2 hours in the game, and I really haven't scratched the surface of it. There's a lot to do. There's going to be a lot of reading, so this should be quite interesting, especially since I'm drinking some alcohol. We're probably going to make a couple videos on this, and then maybe do some Pirates of the Caribbean later on today. If not, definitely first thing tomorrow morning. We will see. Come on. I'll kind of walk you through real quick how to do this and how to do that. Come on. There we go. All right. So the first thing that's going to pop up is you're going to get this thing on your screen. It's going to basically tell you to the controls. Just real quick. It's real easy to read through. It only takes a second. And then you're going to click your character, which would be this guy right here, and then left click right on this, and it'll say using, and then this is going to pop up. Hello? Can you hear me? Barely, you're breaking up. Damn it, broken junk. Still having problems hearing you. Click. That should do it. How about now? Ah, very good. I can see you now on the monitor. Much better. Exactly what is the situation? My name is Dr. Mortimer Ramus. You can call me Doc. I must apologize for your abrupt arousal. We have a most unusual circumstance. Okay, now this game is gonna have multiple choices and stuff you're gonna do, and they will affect other things down the road. So you have to be really careful with what you decide to pick. As far as this basic little tutorial here, I haven't noticed anything that is. You always get to pick both of them. So let's see what happened. What triggered the emergency cryo res? Well, you see, it was me. I did it. I triggered the emergency system. We have a problem. It seems there's been a phage outbreak. Normally something we could handle, however, this time is a little more complicated. What is a phage? I wonder. 1 minute. Yes, I see you have minor neurological damage, likely nothing serious. I suspect over time you will recover. To answer your question, phage is a viral disease, quite deadly in more ways than one. However, a cosmic anomaly is the primary reason we are on the ship. I'll explain more detail later. However, right now we need to get you prepared. I assume you remember your training? Training, yes, for the most part. Okay, let's get you equipped then. Meanwhile, I'll review the protocols for activating your mission parameters. Please proceed through the door. End conversation. Alright, so this is going to pop up with me running through over this door. I'm going to go ahead and get a pop-up over here in a second. If you hold the control button, it'll highlight items and stuff that you can loot. It doesn't do it right now because I don't have my HUD just yet. However, I will in a minute. Gotta wait for it to pop up. Like I said, it is pre-alpha, so it's slightly buggy. Come on, everybody through. There we go. Great, it looks like you can follow instructions. If the manual is correct, the lockers in this room contain your weapons and body armor, along with a few bits and bobs. Let's see. Okay, the protocol documented here states that you should equip yourselves. Got it. Let's get cracking. Time is of the essence. I'm reading through the mission protocol now, and I should be able to brief you momentarily. End conversation. Alright, so I'm equipped. There you go. Fantastic. You look ready for business. Let me activate your data implants. This will only take a moment. What data implants? Good question. Manual says, the team had implants surgically applied. These implants receive and transmit data between squad members. The information is projected onto an ocular array providing squad members with a superior battlefield intelligence, communication, and rapid access to reference information. Data stored includes active tally of on-hand equipment, mission parameters, blah, 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 blah. Roger that. Once the implants are activated, I should be able to communicate with you discreetly through the implants. Okay, let's see if I press this button. Oh, there's my HUD. How is that? It burns! Yes, you'll get used to it. Now, there should be some chests or boxes with ammunition and equipment. You should get as much as you can carry, and when you are finished, head to the next door. I'll fill you in on the details of your situation. Now, this is just kind of quickly going to go through like a little bit of a tutorial. You can open containers by clicking on them. Holding the control will highlight them for you. Pressing the I brings up your inventory, yada yada, ammunition. I'll kind of go through that in a minute. Yeah, it's just basic stuff. So basically, if I hit I, it's going to say this is how much ammunition of each type I have. I can only hold the maximum of the number below it. The blue number is the maximum of that I can actually hold. And then you have all your characters. So let's see. Like this character, I've got an iron sledgehammer for this guy's two-handed. She has a standard issue rifle along with an iron bow knife. That's my second melee character, I believe she was. This guy was my rifle user. And then there's my shotty right there. So we'll go through. If you hit F1, F2, F3, you can go ahead and switch through to your characters. T will change their weapon. So if you hit T on each character, it'll change to their secondary. There we go. And we will get started. So now if I hold control, you'll see that things will highlight. So if I walk over to it and just push left click, he'll run over and open the box. And after a few seconds, a little window will pop up. There it is. So we got some shotgun ammo and health kits. Let's see what we got over here. And then over here on the left, I'll tell you exactly what you got. See, I don't remember this box being here in my first play. We got some more shotgun ammo, more rifle ammo, and some more health kits. So actually, I got way more health kits than I did last time, I think. I'm okay with that, though. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and run through this door right here. Oh, you know what? Ah, dang it. Okay. Okay, let me start at the beginning. I realize you may not remember why we are here. Phage is one of the reasons. A virus so insidious that it destroyed the majority of life on our planet. We had endured wars between the great houses of our world for thousands of years. Climate change, plague, and starvation. We finally succumbed to a tiny invader that mutated so fast that our physicians and scientists couldn't keep up. Continue. Antigenetic drift. Our immune system would fight and lose. Most curious. This strain of virus was different. It is as if it sought to meld with our own physiology symbiosis. Good grief, use these big words. I ain't that damn smart, dude. Yet unsuccessful, destroying the host. Unsuccessful, destroying the host. Fascinating in a way, yet horrible and deadly. The result was terrifying. The virus attached itself to our neurological system, destroying host's brain, yet leaving the brainstem intact. The streets of our world were filled with mindless creatures, twitching and I don't know. Bodies in motion with no purpose. Basically, it sounds like it made these guys into like a zombies almost, is what it seems like. It attacked all mammalian life, mutating human and beast. Soon our sources of food were depleted, crops devastated, and water poisoned. Within 20 years, our planet was decimated, cities overgrown, the only remaining law the houses. They had retreated to their shelters, euthanizing any who showed signs of the disease, and taking in those that could be proved immune. Grim days indeed. Immune? Yes! These were the ones who were immune to the phage. A very few. You are immune, as am I. In fact, this ship and there are 3 others, I believe all that remain of humanity, hurtling across the universe, we are all immune, or so we thought. What do you mean? I'll get to that. The end result was the world was bleak future, but we held on, and we made some progress. In fact, the houses started to communicate again. We found ways to cultivate safe foods, water. Plans were in place to venture forth in an attempt to recolonize, and something tragic and final occurred. Yeah? An event so improbable and rare that it was inconceivable. Speeding towards our planet, an asteroid the size of a small moon, rock, and ice. There was only one solution left, the stars. Our scientists had long ago identified several planets revolving around nearby stars. We worked tirelessly, harvesting the best ideas, and developed a plan. We are part of that plan. Continue. We built great ships, one of which you are on now, the Dauntless. One of 4 that contained the sleeping remnants of humanity. 4 giant ships speeding across space at just below the speed of light, aimed at 2 likely new home systems separated by a mere 2 light years. Both the best, last solution for our people. There is so much more I can say, but this is not the time for an extended history lesson. It's time to discuss the here and now. You are actually a very well-hidden secret. I was not even aware of your existence. You are a tactical squad whose sole purpose is to eliminate any hostile threat to our mission. That is, the mission of arriving at our destination. Very highly trained and apparently surgically and genetically modified, I had often wondered what was behind that door. Explain the threat. Yes, well, murder. That and the phage outbreak. Several of our crew members have been murdered, and others may be infected. I am locked in the bridge and only just stumbled across the information about you while searching through emergency protocols. The ship is in lockdown and I need you to help stabilize the situation. Exactly who was murdered? 2 of my colleagues. I suspect more. I watched Emily Jensen murder Jason Taft myself in the living quarters. Mayhem after that. There must be survivors. Engaging the emergency protocols was locked down the ship. Most of the cameras and communications are offline. Who's Emily Jensen? Emily Jensen, Dr. Jensen, is our lead immunologist. Her job is to check samples from the fluidic chambers to analyze viral stasis and immune system stability. She works with our team to troubleshoot issues related to long-term cryosuspension and, good grief, physical degradation. Unlike you and me, the 125,000 residents of the ship are suspended in fluidic chambers, a safer and much more stable form of sleep. Who's Jason Taft? Jason Taft was a systems engineer. Well, one of two systems engineers. You see, we take shifts. Every 200 years, 2 shifts wake up to caretake, monitor the sleepers, as well as we call them. Our journey is a total of 10,000 years near the speed of light, 1,000 years of acceleration, 8,000 years travel time, and 1,000 years of deacceleration. All aged 34 years by the time we reach our destination. Why did Dr. Jensen murder Jason Taft? That is a very good question and complicated. You see, they greatly disagreed on the nature of the discovery we had made recently. They had never gotten along, oil and water. She is dangerous, and you should not hesitate to put her down. Put her down. Is that our mission? Yes, that, and rescue any other team members that may be alive. We need this situation stabilized immediately. We cannot continue with our mission revive replacement crew members until the situation is resolved. Your first mission is to restore power to the elevators. You'll find an engineering terminal near each of the 4 reactor nodes on this level. Manually override the emergency protocols at all 4 engineering stations. Follow that, terminate Emily Jensen. I'll be in touch. Alright, so now I have to decide. We will decide whether or not Dr. Jensen should be terminated. Roger that elevator first, and then Emily Jensen. I'm going to say we will decide whether or not to terminate her. I highly recommend that you eliminate her on sight. She is emotionally unstable and quite dangerous. We shall see. I've added a mission entry into your log. You can reference the details of your mission needed. Yeah. So I push L to get to my log. So basically I push L, it goes to your log, and if you click over here, it'll tell you these are my characters, my equipment. Back to the log, there's the data. So, and then you have money up top. So there we go. So there's the start of this. So now we know what we have to do. Let's go ahead and get cracking. Excuse me while I get some more beer. Ah, that's good stuffs. Okay. Hold control. If you hold control, this will light up. See it light up right there? So you kind of just run toward it. You left click. There's one of them. Let's go ahead and turn our sound back up. A little bit anyway. That might be a little bit too loud. Let's cancel that. Good grief, what's going on? Okay, auto. Let's turn it up to right there. And there we go. Now we have a little bit of sound in the game. I just didn't want all that music playing right in the very beginning. So this will be the second one we have to do. Like I said, it's slightly buggy. Sometimes you have like triple and quadruple click. I don't think this thing opens up, does it? Cannot remember. Okay, so that's locked. So you can use your WASD to move the camera like I am right now, or you can use your arrow keys, and then to turn the camera is you hold right click and then you can turn the camera. You can zoom in and out like that. And then if you hold the middle mouse button, that'll also move your camera around. So we'll hit F1, go back to my guy. Here's my crew of 4. Let them all catch up. There we go. And in we go. There's another console here. So we need to find 4 of these. We've done 2 of them so far. So this will be the 3rd one. Okay, so he's using that one. And let's move him up to over here. There we go. And check this out right here. Boom. Alright, so it's been overridden. Wonderful. Now proceed to the elevator. The override has unlocked the doors in the corridor on the far side of the bridge. When you get there, take the elevator down to the crew deck. You won't be able to visit the vats. The entry deck is locked down. I'm not sure what the problem is, but we can deal with it when we've got more information. Vats? Yes, the vats are large fluidic suspension containers. The remnants of the human race are sealed in these containment chambers in a deep, stable cryosleep. Each vat contains just over 260 human beings. There are a total of 8 vats per module and 60 modules in the ship. You do the math. And since I'm too lazy to do the math, I won't be doing the math. You guys can do the math. Alright, wait, my god, is that... Yes, I think it is. This is very bad. The viral symptoms are greatly accelerated over previous iterations. You must be very careful. What exactly is the problem? One of my colleagues, Kelly Masters, seems to have acquired the virus, Phage. I can see her just around the corner of my monitor. She seems to have acquired the taste of flesh. Horrific, an advanced symptom of Phage. Usually symptoms like that take months to manifest. A truly grisly sight. I'm shaken. What are the symptoms of Phage? The infected become non-responsive after a high fever. The virus begins to change the physiology of the persons it affects, rapidly necrotizing the skin, especially areas exposed to air. Internally, it slows the heart, changes the way the blood distributes oxygen and glucose, and destroys the high level of functions in the brain. The virus attacks the cells and reorganizes the way they utilize food energy. The infected develop an appetite of protein that seems to be the primary physiological drive. Their entire process can take over 8 months to play out. I see. What do you recommend? You must be very careful. At this stage, the infected will attack anyone not infected or in the early stages of the phage infection on site. They are fast, strong, and relentless. You must terminate Kelly Masters immediately. I'm terribly concerned. There seems to be a body in the corridor, and I cannot make out who it is. Once you terminate Dr. Masters, please search the body for any evidence that I can identify it. I cannot believe how quickly Kelly's infection has advanced. Is the virus airborne? Should we be concerned? No, the virus is not airborne. At least I don't think it is. You should be immune, but Dr. Masters, she was also immune. You, however, have the advantage of genetically modified metabolism. You were born with a hard-coded immune response to viruses, basically immune to all viral disease. Quite amazing, really. You are a weapon designed to destroy phage, so unless the phage has developed more than an accelerated pathogenesis, wow, God, these words, you should be safe. I, however, remain where I am. I see. We will then proceed. Alright, so this is just telling you how to do combat. No big deal, because I already know how to do all that stuff. Now that I say that, I'll probably get my butt kicked. Alright, so we're going to kind of move everybody up to over here. Once everybody move up to over here, there we go. Alright, as soon as we come around this corner, it should be, it should be a battle. There we go. Where is that guy? There's the body. Okay, so there's Kelly Masters, as you can see right there. We'll move up a little bit more. And hit spacebar to end my turn. Last time I came through this way over here, so I actually surprised her and was able to pretty much wreck her real quick before she even got the move. We're going to go ahead and move up over here. Right now I just need to move all my guys forward. So the other thing would be nice is that, like, if you could see like the squares on the ground where you can move. That's one of the things I would really, really like to see. Okay, so there's that. And that would be my turn. Now, if I hold shift and just keep left clicking, it'll like queue up a whole bunch of attacks. But since I was only able to get one attack anyway, so I'm gonna come to this side of her. That's why my guys, because you can shoot your own guys in this. I found out mistakenly. Yeah. Oh, here she goes. She's trying to get me. Damn zombies. I mean, we might as well call it like they are. They're basically zombies. Alright. So she had 4 attacks. It's my chance to hit 70. I'm going to go ahead and crouch. That'll actually give me a better chance to hit. She's got... Yeah. So we're going to queue up a couple of shots. Yeah, the sound for weapons kind of needs some work in my opinion. Now I can also hit F and I can go to burst fire or single fire. That'll change how I fire my weapon. So burst, and that doesn't take any kind of action whatsoever. I'm a little bit far away, so I'm gonna move up just a hair more. Make sure I get out of that guy's way so he can get in, and then I'll duck down and get 1 shot off. Nope, no shots. So this guy's got my shotgun. I need to get in close with him. We'll move. Okay, that's as far as she can move. And now it's the enemy turn again. Another nice thing would be have like an order at the top of the screen somewhere, maybe top right or bottom left even, so that you knew who was going next and all that good stuff. Damn, those things, they just have so many attacks. Okay, now what I can do is I can go into inventory and I can drag this to my secondary slot and switch over to that. Left click myself. And because I have a decent first aid skill, I should be able to heal myself up quite nicely. One more? Nope. We're going to move one spot away, 2 spots away, and switch back. There we go. And she's still sitting there. We're going to go ahead and go to a burst fire, and then switch back to single and hit it. So I'm holding shift and then doing that. This way it queues up my attacks. So there's all the attacks right there, and then I just hit space end of turn. This guy is kind of going to shoot her, so we're going to wait. We're going to move here. This thing only has single fire, so we'll hold shift, left click a couple times, and fire. Ah, she's almost dead, but not enough. Just wasn't enough. Move back one more. I was kind of hoping the guy I didn't use any AP on would get the turn before, but looks like this. What is she? What in the hell? She's like sitting on me. Alright, so we'll spin this way so we can see her. Or not. Wow. The bugs are real. There we go. Well, that's what you get for pre-alpha, though. I mean, it's a pre-alpha game. It's still in development. Well done. Dr. Masters truly gets a person in life who worked together closely before the start of this mission. I am not sure what to say. I'm truly sorry. Thank you. Nothing to be done other than to save anyone left alive. Let's move on. Please proceed to the elevator and the crew quarters deck and conversation. Alright, so she didn't drop anything. Otherwise, there'd be like a bag on the ground. However, we do need to loot this guy. Let's get my camera so I can actually click on it. There we go. This is part of the mission. There's the data card and an ID badge. We'll take all. Marty Devereaux. So as you come up over here, you can go to data and you can kind of scroll around. You just it kind of just goes through a little story about what the data card says. ID the body. Gotta wait. There it is. What a fate. I hope he didn't suffer. Marty was one of the several engineers on our ship. Very nice guy. Kept the ship running. We play card a few times a week on the crew decks. Also, he gets a proper ceremony when this is over. He doesn't seem very concerned for his friend, does he? Maybe it's just me. He does not seem to give a crap whatsoever. So there's, yeah, that thing right there. Use that. Actually, before we do that, let's go to our guys and hit R to reload them. There we go. This way we ain't got to do that in battle and cost any AP points. So we'll click back on this, and we're going to head down to the crew deck. Healing kits need to be equipped in your secondary slot in order to use. Holy loading screen. Alright guys, that's going to be about it for this one. We're over a 30-minute mark, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to continue playing. We're going to probably make another couple more videos on this because I really want to get a little bit further in the game and see what it's all about. And I really would like to show it off. So let me know what you guys think, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace!